Alright, now I'm going to make a quick chili sauce for use with kebabs, particularly for kebabs of Middle Eastern to Persian style kebabs. It's something I've just developed over years. It's not pretending to be authentic Turkish or Persian or anything like that, but it's a delicious one and it really works for me. So what you need is about half a medium-sized onion, around about 50 grams, about the same of carrot and about the same of red chilies. These are Egyptian red chilies, which are bought in packs and frozen. I partially thaw them so that it makes them easy to work with. I've also got my food processor. You're going to need a couple of cloves of garlic for this, a teaspoon each of sugar and a teaspoon of salt. That's granulated sea salt in broad granules, corns. And you're going to need about a tablespoon and a half to 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. That helps preserve the sauce, as does the sugar and the salt. And let's get going. Right, I'm going to chop this up and get it all into the food processor, so you don't have to. You notice I'm using my new Chinese cleaver knife. That's superb, really useful for doing things like that. Let's do the onion quickly, get that out of the way. It only needs to be broadly chopped because it's going to get the good news in the food processor. And I'm just actually demonstrating the use of this lovely Chinese style chef's knife. That's a quick way of doing my garlic, which you've seen. If you want to see videos on how I prep food, there's loads on my channel that can just all go in there. And for these I just simply top them, cut them into a couple of pieces and get them in there. And we'll just fast forward to the okay, that's all the chilies chopped up. Let's get this transferred into the bowl, and seeds and all, because we want this to be nice and spicy. And into that bowl goes your vinegar, your salt and your sugar. If you're using chilies, always use sugar. Sugar balances the chili. And then we'll just give that a whiz and then I'll show you the result. Okay, there's the chili sauce. I've given it about 30 seconds at high speed. It's all ground up nicely. You might notice if you let it stand for any time that it starts to separate a little bit and you get a lot of wateriness in it. And some of the bits aren't quite well chopped up. Well, we all know about mixing it back in and giving it another whiz, but if we want to stabilise it, you can use a little bit of this fella, the xanthan gum. Now, you've seen me use xanthan gum before. You don't need an awful lot of this, and not an awful lot at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take literally just a tiny little bit on the tip, on the handle of a teaspoon, add that to the pot along with a tiny shot of water, just a little shot, maybe a tablespoon or so of water. Add that to it and then give it another whiz. Let's see how that works. So there we have it, all whizzed up. It has been stabilised. You won't see as much separation from it now. And then what we can do is we can now transfer that to a bowl, just to give you a contrast to show the colour. Let's see what that looks like. Adding carrot gives it a sweetness, and it also adds that sort of a carotene, yellowy, orange colour to it, which makes it even more attractive. If you don't grind it up too much, you get attractive little flecks of red chilli in it, which is also desirable. And if you now let that let that stand for a couple of hours to develop its flavour at least. And another thing I do with it is I'll transfer it to a jar and leave it for a while, and you'll see the colour changes slightly over time, but you'll see the result of the xanthan gum in it is that it maintains its stability and its integrity. It doesn't pull into liquid and solid, and that makes it attractive. That's a delicious sauce to put on your kebabs any way you like chili. If you're a chili fan like me, you're going to love this, and don't worry, it'll all get eaten up. That will probably keep for, I don't know, a couple of weeks in your fridge. It is preserved with sugar, salt and with vinegar, so it should last, but if in doubt, throw it out. Enjoy.